instructions in this video will serve as a do-it-yourself guide. So for this, we will be using files from version 0.1375 of the Breaking Point Zombies mod. Okay, if you don't have the files yet, you grab them using the official torrent link, that is the zombieInfection.com/download/0.1375.torrent. Okay, you click on that link and it will ask you to save the torrent file to a folder on your PC. So you do so, which I have already done, and then you fire up your BitTorrent client and see to it that you have only the following files checked. So in other words, these will be the only files that you will be downloading, as opposed to downloading the entire 8 GB package. Okay, for purposes of just having the Breaking Point Zombies, no need to download this 8 GB file. Okay, only these files. Now once you have done that, once you have downloaded all the files, this is about 700 plus megabytes in size. Okay, you transfer the 7 files to a folder and you name the folder add-ons. Okay, like this one. So it's on add-ons folder, and then after that you transfer the add-ons folder to another folder and name it at Breaking Point Editor, like this. Okay, so the add-ons folder is inside the at Breaking Point Editor folder, and then you transfer this at Breaking Point Editor folder to your root Arma 3 directory. So in this case, it's on Program Files, x86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, and Arma 3. Okay, and now we're done with the BP mod folder. Now to continue, after we have downloaded the Breaking Point mod files and set it up into a mod folder, we then go to this tiny URL link. So it's tinyurl.com/isgbpc. Click on that and it will point to a Bohemia Interactive Forum thread from Glowswood. You scroll down a bit until you see this link which says example mission. So you have to click on that and you land here. So you see this file has been created 9th of September, shared by Glowswood, the owner. Okay, what we do now is we download this file to a folder on our PC. So we download this thing. Alright, we open the folder like that. Okay, what next is we extract the contents of this RAR archive here in this folder, downloads folder. So like that, just extract here. Okay, when you do that, you will find another folder named infected script _08 ex mission.stratis. Now what we do is we rename this to BP zombies.stratis, and then we copy this, or we transfer this to our missions folder. So in this case, our missions folder is at Steam Apps, Common, Arma 3, and Missions. So you drop it in here, you open the folder, open the folder name infected, then open functions folder, and then what you do next is you highlight or open fn stuff and functions spawner. Where is that function spawner? Right there, and open it up in notepad, and you will see this. Okay, so what we do next is we copy this code corresponding to the different breaking point zombie class names. We copy this, go back to the spawner.sqf file, and then you have to insert this first in between lines 42 and 43. Okay, like so. You paste it like that, and then insert also once again between line 108 and 109, like so. And then finally you have to change all instances of O soldier F, so including the codes, to underscore Z. This one also to underscore Z, and the ones on top, the last two, underscore Z, and finally this instance. Okay, and then you save the file. Then what we do next is we go to the stuff.sqf and then copy this code. I will be providing a link to this code that we are using in this demonstration, and then you replace this 4 lines of code. So lines 5, 6, 7, 8, you replace it with the mentioned code. So you paste it like so, and you save it. And then what we do next is we set up some files. There will be 3 files that we are going to set up or configure for this to work. Okay, so I have them here. I will also be providing a download link for these files. So you see here we have paths.bat, launcher.bat, and hider.vbs. Now, to examine what's inside these files, first we look into paths. Okay, so paths.bat are simply the paths to your Arma 3 directory, like that. So for this specific line here, it says that my Arma 3 is at C program files, etc., etc. And then the next important line that we have to configure is the custom mods line. So you see here I have at CBA for community-based add-ons, Babe Midtext, VoiceCom, MRB voice stop, and Borom map. And of course, the most important we have to use and to indicate in the code is the breaking point mod folder that we have set up earlier. So we put in here, we place in here at breaking point editor. Okay, so remember that for every mod folder that you use, you have to separate it with a semicolon. Okay, next we have to indicate the default parameters that we are going to use. So for this example, I am using no logs, skip intro, maximum of 2097, the CPU count of 4, EX threads of 7. So this will be different in your case if you have different CPU count than what I have. Okay, since I have a quad core, I use 4 CPU counts. Okay, maximum like that. I will be providing link on how to configure this startup parameters. Okay, and then most importantly, we use this default parameter you see here enclosed in this code. So it says here, C program files, Steam apps, common Arma 3 / missions / BP zombies dot stratus. Okay, so if you would remember, this is the file that we have just copied into the missions folder that we have a while ago. So it's this one. So the full path for this is what we indicate here, and we close it in quotes. Okay, and then the next line would be the profile name. Since I am using MSI GX640 name, so this is the profile name that you see once you load the main Arma 3 game. Okay, and anything below you just leave them as is. Okay, so that would be for the paths. Now what about for the hider? So hider is simply a Visual Basic script which would hide the console window once we have launched all of those codes from paths. Okay, and then lastly, this launcher.bat file contains this code. Okay, so it simply means that we have to launch hider and at the same time the paths.bat. Okay, so once again, this would be for the paths, this one's for the hider, and this one's for the launcher. Okay, I will be turning off my my internet connection now to test this file offline. Okay, so after we have set up the paths and parameters and the launcher, we can then add a shortcut to this launcher.bat file to our desktop for easy access. Okay, create a shortcut to the desktop. Okay, and then we try to launch the game using this launcher. Okay, let's try it. So it would load the add-ons and go directly to the Arma 3 editor with the BP zombies.stratus sample mission file. So the game is now loading. We wait a while until we see the editor, and we are directly launched in the editor. So what we do next for this example mission file is, since we won't be using this units, we delete it like so, and then just move the player, our avatar, into this trigger zone, make him face that way, add in some units, maybe a blue for NATO marksman, and some maybe civilians like that. Okay, another one, just copy that, Control C, Control V, and make them face anywhere you want. And then for this marksman, you have to ungroup him, okay, so that he would act on his own without having to wait for my instructions. Okay, and let's preview the sample mission. Breaking point zombie mod loading screen. We wait a while. You wait and wait, and that is our progress bar. Alright, and we are now in the editor with this time, as you see. Okay. As you see, it's in the editor, and we are now playing with the breaking point zombie class name. So we have just swapped. Okay, configure the game like so, and the controls, maybe you can do it here, you can do that there. Okay, so if done with the testing, you can exit. If satisfied with your sample mission, see here, you just save it here like so. You save it like that, and close this editor, and you will end up with this one. So this is what they have done with the main menu. They have disabled the single player and the editor button. Okay, but fortunately we're still able to load our chosen sample mission using the procedures that I have just shared. So that's it. I hope this helps someone. Okay, and thanks a lot for watching.